This one's for November 30th. And remember, there was a lot of, prior to this, there was a lot of tire slashings. In fact, MPD actually put out a separate report for that alone, for people to be, wary of what's going on. I mean, not wary, but alerted to what was going on, where it was happening, and that kind of thing, and to take extra caution, and more lights on and that kind of stuff, or cameras or whatever. And if anybody has any video, that please send it in, or please alert them about it. So at least that's good. But man, there was like 20 different cars that got their tires slashed in a matter of I think it was 3 days. That's just not nice. So we've got first off 119 drug and alcohol, DUI, alcohol and drugs. So a guy was arrested for that, and report was taken. There were some really interesting dudes arrested, and one of them, let me go there real quick. Hold on. Well, unfortunately, that particular guy that I was talking about is no longer in there, which is unfortunate. I hope I maybe took a screenshot, but I'll have to figure that out at the end of this or something. Anyway, so that was the 1200 block of Holman Road. Then we've got at almost 9 in the morning, got abnormal behavior. The reporting party says that a gentleman has been standing outside of their house and staring into their house on 2 separate occasions. No report. If I was someone that lived in that town, I would be gathering people up, and we would be doing a petition, something to get these guys to do, especially reports on things like this. Because how do you connect them? How do you, put 2 and 2 together when something like this happens again if there's no report? And maybe they do. Maybe they just say that on here. I don't know. But it just seems odd that this wouldn't, especially with what's going on and what went on. It doesn't make any sense not to do something on this. So we've got an abandoned vehicle, North Main at Rosers. A vehicle that has been abandoned in the parking lot for over a week. Rosers is wondering if MPD can contact the RO and see if they can move the vehicle. Parking made contact with owner, no report. Well, why the heck would he leave it there for a week if he was nearby? I mean, I could see if you're not driving a whole bunch, but it's wintertime. I mean, you're not going to be walking everywhere, I wouldn't think. I don't know. Domestic dispute, 2100 block of West View Drive, 11:13 in the morning. Transfer from Latah County Sheriff's Office. Reporting party and brother were physically fighting. Parties are separated. Officers and EMS responded. No report. Dang, brothers duking it out, huh? Brothers. Wonder if they were twins, or if they were... Do you guys realize how many twins are in that town that are going to that university? Oh, they are everywhere. Everywhere. It is so weird. Do you think they might be cloning them over there? I mean, they did clone mules, the first successful mule. So, maybe they're getting better at it. Just saying. Okay, so no report on that one. Theft on 2200 block of South Main. Oh, they hit that one. Oh, same time, not the same place, but wow. Theft of a snowplow. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. Those things are expensive. Occurred in the last couple of weeks. Report taken. I betcha. Man, those things are expensive. Big piece of machinery. Even just the plow alone. I mean, I don't know if it's a full plow. Geez, how would someone get away with driving off a freaking snowplow if it was fully, or even just the blade alone? That's a lot. That's heavy. That's pure metal. And they're big. Really big. Wow. Okay, traffic hazard. 2200 block of Louder Avenue. Louder. Complaint of mattress in the road near the intersection of Louder and Lenter. Louder and Lenter. Wonder if they knew each other. And maybe they made those roads. Maybe they grew up together and those roads were named after them, the families. That's kind of what happens usually. things like that. Those, towns, how they get their roads, except for they do the A, B, and the first, second, that kind of thing, and like usually the president's names and that kind of stuff. But so we've got a traffic violation. Rosers again. That's a popular place. What was happening up there earlier? Abandoned vehicle. Okay, so we've got reporting party reporting a female in a vehicle that almost hit vehicles while driving. I wonder if she came to pick up her car, and that's what that was. Oh, that would be wild, wouldn't it? Lordy. So we have, geez, theft other at the Moscow Building Supply. Not good. That's lumber and good stuff like that. Probably tools, for sure. Advising of a theft happened at 7:30 and around 8, 7:30, 8. Unknown who did it, but the reporting party has surveillance and a report was taken. But good for them. Good for them. Okay, we've got a fraud on Lenter. There's Lenter again. Complaint of scammers that tried to withdraw money from his account. That's going down, man. That's going down in Moscow right now. That and PayPal, and I think mostly that and PayPal are pretty big issues right now. There's also people are stealing like wallets and stuff like that out of people's shopping carts and cars and stuff, but that's normal. I mean, I would think that's kind of everywhere people do that. It's still not cool, but the PayPal stuff and these account things are weird. So we have a welfare check on 1900 block of White Avenue. Concerned about a tenant with ongoing domestic violence situation at this address. Yeah, yeah, for sure. You guys, there's a bunch of reports on this 1900 block of White Avenue. So I believe this is interesting because I think that's the guy who was eventually arrested. That I was telling you about, and I went to look at that Latah thing, and he's not in there right now. But I believe he was. When did he get in there? He must have gotten there the first or the second, because they did actually end up. I believe. Don't hold me to this, but I'll try to find that. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Well, darn it, I cannot find it. I know I took shots of it. I'm trying to remember the guy's name. The guy's name was Herzig or something like that. Herzig, and it sounded really familiar. He's got looks like a pretty big guy. I'm pretty sure it was Herzig. Herzig. Probably can go in and like do a like a search like in Google, like recently arrested Herzig or something like that. Okay, so this is weird. This is not the guy, but he must have sons that are following in his footsteps, I guess. But look at this guy. He looks really familiar. To me, he does. And this was in Riggins, Idaho. But doesn't he look familiar? Who the heck does he look like? Oh man, it's gonna drive me nuts. So this is Waylon Herzig. Is it one of the officers? Man, he looks like someone. I can't put my finger on it. Darn it. Anyway, he was aggravated felony, aggravated battery, and misdemeanor criminal trespass, and that's what the other guy was in for. He was in for battery, and it was like, I remember the report saying that they were transported. Like, she was transported to the hospital, I believe. So, and he would probably be about the age where his dad would be, about this age. And this was when, so this was on August 29th. Yeah, wild. Okay, I think it was this one where that happened. And of course, there's Mountain View Road again. But heard male yelling, then a loud female scream. But I could have swore there was something about them being transported. But this is actually the 24th. Let me see what's on the 23rd. Look how short these are. They're not putting the whole thing in here on these. I wonder why. I'm not seeing it on this one either. They must have cut it out because, I mean, those are not the normal. That might be it too, the assault. That might be the one on Main Street right there, but I could swear that there was a transport. Yep. Boy, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this town. I went and looked at the Pullman. All right, well, I don't see it there, so let's go back to the 30th. I went and looked at the Pullman one today, and for the amount of how many more people they have, nothing compared to this, you guys. I mean, I was like, whoa, crazy. So we did the fraud. Yeah, and then the 1900 block of White Avenue. So that, but there's one going on there, and there's one going on 500 Queen Road too, and it's ongoing. So, and it's been ongoing ever since after the Idaho 4. So we have a vicious animal complaint. Reporting a dog that's been biting other dogs multiple times that resides at this house. RP was just told his daughter, reporting party was just told by his daughter that the dog attacked another dog today. Wow. Rabies, I'm telling you. It's in Cleveland. Suspicious person at the charter school. Wait, isn't the charter school part of the church stuff? Charter? I know Logos charter. I think it's So male was walking near the school making shooting gestures with his fingers. Oh my God. Just occurred. Officer responded. No report. That's not good. That's not good at all. No, the charter school is just a regular school. I just went and looked it up. So, like, it's, yeah, just a regular school. It's not affiliated with the church, and I don't think it didn't say it was Idaho State educational system type thing. So, trespassing complaint, Creekside Apartments. There was a female that has been driving erratically around the property, might be intoxicated. Officer responded, unable to locate. Do you think that girl from that one, from that place downtown, where was she at? Rosers, do you think she's, here's the one reporting a female in a vehicle that almost hit vehicles while driving. There she is right there, 1255, and then we got down here, we got Rosers, so now she's at the Creekside. She's making her way. Suicidal person at North Van Buren. Sojourners Alliance. I looked that up earlier today, and that is like a place that people can go, like if they're homeless or if they're in transition to when they have a place or they help them find a place. That's what that is right there down on North Van Buren. So law, fire, and EMS responded. Patient transported to Gritman. Report taken. That was a serious one. Not that they're not all serious, because they are, so don't get me wrong on that. I'm just saying that they actually transported and a report was taken on it, so that, it went a little further than just, it sounds like I'm taking it lightly, and I'm not. Not at all. It's a scary, scary thing, and there should be reports on all of them, absolutely. Trespassing complaint, North Main at Moscow building supply. Again, 2 suspects in the building who have shoplifted previously. Ooh, management wants them trespassed. Interesting. I wonder if that's the ones they have the video on. Suspicious person, Walmart. Her windshield wiper was up when she came out of the store. Now, little things like that are what get me, because it's just that little teeny hint of unsure, like being unsure of something, and it's a form of gaslighting is what it is. So they make you doubt yourself, like, why is that up, or did I put that up, or was I, did I wash my window and was it still up? That's what narcissists do to you. So, hands down, these people are definitely in that category. But just giving you that, like, that little inkling of just fear, that, like, of unknowing, that's what that's about. And that's a scary feeling, especially when it starts piling up. Oh my gosh. And then there's an RAPE reporting sexual assault that occurred before Thanksgiving break. Report taken. Interesting. Before Thanksgiving break. I wish. It's unfortunate that I'm assuming it's a she, didn't go to the hospital, and have the test done and all that kind of stuff. It would have been, but I get it. That's an awful thing. Probably just want to go home and just scrub yourself down. Get a welfare check on 1300 block of South Blaine. Reporting there was a male between Safeway and Moscow Tattoo that has been there most of the day. Officer responded, no report. Yikes. Domestic dispute on 1100 block of North Polk. Complaint of family dispute. I wonder if those two brothers fighting again. Report taken. Family issues, and especially around this time, it's like the holidays make people crazy. Suspicious person, circumstance off Steiner. RP went to pay rent in the drop box at the front office. There were two subjects smashing rocks with a hammer. What? Officer responded, no report. So he went to pay rent in the drop box at the front office, and there were two subjects smashing rocks with a hammer. Well, I could see if they were kids, like young kids, just out, smashing rocks with hammers. I could see something like that, because that's just what kids do. But I wonder how old these people were. I mean, if they were adults. Oh my gosh, now we have an overdose. 1320 block of South Blaine. Law, fire, and EMS responded. Patient transported to Gritman, no report. 1300 block South Blaine. Noise complaint, University Village. Can hear loud music. It's been playing for an hour. Officer responded, no report. Oh, there we go. Here's freaking Queen. Domestic dispute, 500 block of Queen. Hearing banging coming from the apartment. Sounded like someone threw something. This one gets really gnarly, you guys. I've read ahead a little bit on a couple of the days, and it gets pretty disturbing. So whatever's going on in 500, in that Queen apartment is not good at all. Not good. So I'm going to go check something out here. So 1320 block of South Blaine Street. So that's, when you pop that in, that's like at Safeway. Like, that's what comes up at 1320 Blaine, right there at Safeway. So it could be, 1322 or 6 or 4 or whatever. Do not know. Okay, so I'm going to stop this one. I'm going to go on to, maybe I'll do a couple in each one this time, because I am behind, very much so. So anyway, okay, well, thanks for checking it out, and I'm going to try to make a really good thumbnail, hopefully, for this, so you can actually see that there's two different parts to this one. But anyway, thanks you guys for watching. I appreciate you all. You guys have a great one. Thanks, bye. And let me know, there's a couple things, and I'm very curious what you guys think about what's going on with the Queen, because that's been reporting a lot of that. Queen's been going crazy. And also, we're the one that's like looking inside the person's window. How scary is that? Ooh, it just makes me get the creepy crawlies. Ugh. Yikes. Stay safe out there and in there. Means that's during the time. Well, you know what that means. It was right around, the time when the Idaho Flora. I mean, that's, that is when they do, the pledging and the hazing. Like, it's like another part of it. Like, I was reading some stuff on the hazing stuff, and it's when they first get there, it's like really mild. Like, it's no big deal. They have you like wash their clothes or do this, or things like that. But then it gets into the serious stuff, and that's when it rolls around here. And I find it really interesting that they do this in when it's cold outside and when it starts getting darker earlier. And that's scary because it just is. Because, I mean, kids have frozen to death, you know, hypothermia, that kind of stuff.